Hi everyone, how are all of you doing? So, what this video is a very special video. I am putting out as Vice Director, I'm not quite sure what my title is. Hey, Sophiana, Doodle, what is my title? Anyway, I require your attention. As I require, well, let's just be honest. We are putting out an open casting call for Babscon. And it's not just for characters, it is for backstage personnel. Now, this open casting call, I am going to list off the things we need. As many of you may or may not be aware. These things are staff that are going to be needed for the convention, for us to be able to make it work, as it were. We presently require quite a few. Let us begin. We require the shoot, I gotta find the right document. I am so ADD today. Can you tell? Can you just tell? But here it is, right document. Staffing needs. So, first off, I'm going to do the backstage folks, and then I'm going to do the actual actors. So, bear with me. We require an AtCon director. You will be working closely with the electronics department as well as with the lights and all those things, as well as the actors themselves, to make it all come together. We require a pre-con director. This person works with the staff and the director pre-convention to help set up social media outlets, to make sure that we're doing our social media stuff, to help keep story consistency, and to generally work with us to make stuff happen, as well as setting up the what are they called? Rehearsals that we are going to be doing before convention. Next, we need 2 writers. One to write the actual story and all of the wonderful, wonderful lines that we will have to utter from our lips on stage. 2, we will need a writer who backs up as an editor. This person's job is basically to read over the person who's writing the stuff and then come back and give feedback as well as suggested corrections and changes. You two will have to work closely together and get along, as well as with the directors. The next set of people won't be doing anything before convention, but will need to submit various pieces to us. Now, the first 4 people, I am asking that you have some experience with acting or directing or writing. You're going to have to provide me with some evidence of that. We're going to have a long conversation. We're going to give you some hypothetical questions that you're going to figure out. Those sorts of things. The next 3 people are going to have to submit their work that they're capable of doing with their application. These are a prop maker for set pieces. Stuff like swords, throne, whatever we decide to build for actual props, we need someone to make them, make it happen. We do have a large budget. It's not a massive budget, but it is large enough to be able to pay for some of this stuff. You are going to have to make it work and going to have to build it. This person preferably will need to be in San Francisco or capable of transporting all of the set pieces to San Francisco for the actual convention. If you know somebody, by the way, you should shove them our way. Next is the prop maker. This person, or the prop maker for character and costume design. Pretty much self-explanatory. You're going to have to make the costumes. You are physically going to have to sit down and make them and get them in our possession before con. You're going to have to get them into the individual actors' possession so they can try them on, get them and figure out if they fit or not, and then they're going to mail them back to you, hopefully, at least a month before con starts, because we need, if the con is in April, the costumes have to be in the actor's hand in March. And then they have to be able to mail them back to you with stuff that needs to be changed or edited so it fits them properly. The sooner you do this, the better. The next person solely has responsibilities at convention. A makeup artist. You're going to sit down with the actors every day before convention and do their makeup. You're going to sit down with the actors every day during convention and do their makeup. And you will be touching up their makeup as the day goes on. Literally what you're going to be doing. The next things are actual casting of actors. I will start with minor roles and work our way up. We will need 8 to 10 folks to play very minor, non-speaking roles at the convention. Think of yourselves as the extras. You will be playing the roles of what are effectively soldiers. But you won't actually have lines for the most part. You may have someone might get a line or two, but for the most part you're expected to be mostly quiet and simply act with the actors. Up from that, there is a very minor speaking role that will be required pre-con, and you might actually get on stage during con, but otherwise at con you will simply be a visitor and a guest of the convention. Up from that, I require 2 supporting actors and actresses. Actually, these are just straight up actors. These both are male parts. I require someone who's very soldier-like. Wiry and thin would be the body type necessary, and needs to have the attitude of a soldier. Preferably a sergeant, actually, works the best as I can possibly describe it. Up from that, we also need a supporting male actor. This person needs to preferably now, don't necessarily go ballistic on me for this one. Preferably needs to be able to pass as a teenager, as someone underage. They need to be able to act. A higher pitched male voice would be amazing, and they need to be able to generally just be a overactive teenager. The next will be a minor actor. So I've gone over the 2 male actors. The last one is we need a lead hero, preferably female. You must perform in both to act and perform Hollywood-style fighting. It'll be pre-choreographed. We're going to go over all this before con. Everything will be fine. You will be prepared. You must be prepared for a lot of additional pressures, and all the actors described must be prepared to ad-lib to the crowd of people at the convention. You're going to have to do a little ad-libbing, because most of our stuff last year was total ad-lib. What we are going for is think Magic Kingdom, Disney World style actors. That's what we're going for. And that's what we need. All actors will be promised the following without condition, and this is the minimum you will get. You may get more. We don't know yet. So everyone put into a backstage position, minor or major role acting, not the extras. The extras, I can't promise this to you yet, but we'll figure out what we can get you. I promise you there will be some form of compensation for this, but I can't promise anything yet. So to the people like the writer, the director, the prop maker, makeup, the 2 minor role actors, and the lead actress, you are getting a room at the convention, period. We are going to have a room for you in a hotel. No questions asked. Transportation from any transportation hub to the convention. That means if you have to fly in, we're going to pick you up at the airport. If you have to take a train, pick you up at the train station. Have to take a bus, pick you up at the bus station. However you want it, we will send someone to get you. I can't promise you full travel expenses. I don't know if I will be able to or can't altogether yet. But as we get closer to convention, we'll confirm what all we can cover. This is what we've confirmed so far. Full unrestricted access to the convention, including full VIP events. Full unrestricted access to the backstage areas of the convention. We are going to feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. No questions asked. There will even be... excuse me. Staff feed is open until midnight on most nights. You will be able to go get food late at night. Every bit of food that you need, we will provide. And it will be home-cooked meals. So, there you go. Food is being provided in full. That's what we can provide you with right now. Full VIP access to the entire convention, including VIP events. Full access to all backstage areas. We're going to feed you, and we're going to house you. That's what we can do for you right now. And we're also going to give you transportation to and from transportation hubs. We will send someone to pick you up. No questions asked. As we get closer to con, we might be able to offer you more stuff. But that will have to be confirmed once we get closer to con. All people interested should apply in the email below to theme@babscon.com. You will be able to access, and it's in the description below, and we will be going through your applications. Just, we need a name and age. If you are under the age of 18, we need both of your guardians, whoever they may be, to sign off on you being allowed to participate. Both, not one or the other. We're going to have both of them sign off, and you will have to provide proof of insurance. We are planning on doing stage fighting, and if someone gets hurt, we need to make sure they're insured and that they're going to be okay. We're going to do our best to not get anybody hurt. We have a pretty damn good track record of that. 1 out of 1. Nobody hurt. Cool. And there will be training beforehand. Everyone will be required to show up a minimum of 3 days before the convention starts. You'll have to be there 3 days beforehand. So the convention starts on Friday. You're going to have to be there on Tuesday. And by be there on Tuesday, I mean you're going to have to be there Tuesday morning. To sit down and talk and start training for stage fighting. We would prefer you there the weekend before. And we are considering offering VIPs access to us before the convention. But that's something we're considering that's still being talked about. But we would prefer you guys to be there as early, a full week before, on the Saturday before, and we will be training and doing everything possible. Now, I understand not everybody can do that, and that's okay. So long as you can be there 3 days beforehand to make sure you get your training in, and make sure we get all the in-person rehearsal done, and make sure we do full dress rehearsals. So the costume artist can sit down and, edit our costumes. The makeup artist can work on us directly and figure out what's going to work and what needs fixing, and how long the makeup, is going to be possible. So, that's the open casting call, guys. A list in the description below is also available for everything that we need and for every person that we need. For the actors, we will be doing auditions via Skype. You will have to sit in and read lines for us. And we will let you know within 28 to 48 hours if you are in the contending to be one of our actors. You will know ASAP. Directors, writers, prop makers, and makeup artists, we will need pictures of your work. We'll need to be able to read your writing. We'll need something that shows you off. You do not necessarily have to be affiliated with My Little Pony to be able to write this or direct it or anything. However, this is an opportunity for you to go to the convention completely for free and be able to just have a good time. Now, hopefully we'll be able to offer you guys more, but this is what we have right now. And by the way, this does not get lessened. This is what we're offering, and know for a fact we're offering. Anything from here can only go up, so we can only offer you guys more. We can't offer you any less than this. So, for instance, I could offer you all the footage you want. You want footage of Babscon? Cool. I'm wearing a head cam all weekend, and I get to use all that footage for whatever I want. You guys, same offer. You want to record everything, you go right ahead, so long as it does not interfere with acting. So we prefer you to use a body-mounted camera, such as such as a contour. Just this thing that I use that I wrap around my head, then put a wig over it. But yeah, that's everything right now. So hopefully we get some auditions. Let's see what happens.